the one that we have created. We allow auto-scaling? Yes, we want auto-scaling. And which criteria will we use? We will auto-scale, so add a new instance when we hit the target of 60% of CPU usage. Then we will start, just to start, we will launch 4 of them, so you have time to see different things, and we will scale to a maximum of 10 in this case. We can use 100 or whatever. The good thing is, as we pay for time, many video game companies what do is auto-scale for the peaks and then go down. So they can jump from 100 virtual machines to 20, depending on the moments that they have more or less users. Okay, so we can use a health check. I created one previously, but I'm gonna create one for you. So basically, we are instructing Google to check on the port 80 and TCP, and to check basically if there is failures or successes or timeout querying to the web server. So we are using just a default. It will only detect like crashes from the web server, not any pattern in this case. Okay. Well, I always check that. Do not retry machine creation in case there are problems, or if I hit a limit on my account, I don't want them to keep retrying. Something went wrong, but it's up to you. Okay, so create. Perfect. Nice. So now it's creating the template group, sorry, the instance group, and we will see here, hopefully, the number of instances that has been created and how it grows. The rephrase doesn't work very well, but we'll make it eventually. Okay, so it's scaling from 0 to 4. Okay, so now has spawned the 4 of them that are booting. We can check in the VM instances. Okay, cool. Has been very fast. So this one, the Web2 IG, are the ones, the 4 of them that has been spawned with their IP. Again, we have. It will fail for the same reason, because the script has not been yet finished. That can be tricky, because if you are auto-scaling and you see problems in the new instance, you can think that it's not working. As Greta suggested, having like a mechanism to point that the script has finished correctly is a good idea. Okay, we will leave a minute for it to work, because it takes some time, and then we will do another thing. We have created this auto-scaling group. We have 4 web servers. We will have 5 or 6 if we add more load, and all of them have a different IP address. So we are interested in having just one single IP address. So what we are gonna do is to create a load balancer service. You can balance different things. You can balance TCP traffic, UDP traffic, or HTTP, so web traffic. We are interested in balancing HTTP and HTTPS. So here is the wizard. First, we set a name. So what is number 2 for the backend, we will create a backend service. Okay. Service. We are basing it on instance groups, and we select our instance group, which is Web2 IG. Okay. We can set more thresholds. Okay. Perfect. And we need to check in this case. We need to add a health check. We have created that one, the health check too. Okay. That's okay. That's related to the cookies and the expiring times. Also providing custom headers. That's for proxies and CDNs. That's very useful. It's somewhat advanced. Okay. And finally, the front end. Here we can choose the type of traffic. The standard will be a bit cheaper, and the premium more powerful. It's really cheap, so I won't care about that at a small level. Okay, so we have checked everything. We check that everything is okay, perfect, and we create it. Okay, this takes some minutes. Now we are gonna check the previous one of the machines of the auto scanning group. Okay, perfect. So thanks for coming. And I added a small PHP code that basically what does is you are connecting to this server, this IP address. Sorry. You are connecting to this IP address. So the 021 from this IP address, which is the public IP from Soho. And if we reload, instead of the 021, oh sorry, we are not on the load balancing. I'm querying the same server. I jump another step. We are going to go there now. Okay.
Just be a bit weary of time.
Yeah, because I want to save time. Sorry, I'm out of time for him. Just running now. Just finishing now. Okay, so we have covered that. Okay, the billing. So what is the price you think that this demo costed to me? It's like, okay, just that 0.25 euros. The booze was more expensive than the demo, and the beer that I will have after. So okay, and now it will be a bit more because I left one load balancer with 3 machines running just in case if something failed here. I can show from the previous, because it takes 4 or 5 minutes for the load balancer to be fully configured, and we'll have that time. Okay, that's additional info about billing. Basically, it's billed per second after the first minute. There are commercial images. For example, you can launch instance with Microsoft servers or Microsoft SQL server. They are much more expensive, and they charge 10 minutes upfront, and then they charge by minute, not by second. But it's handy to save the cost of license if you are developing or testing against one Windows server. I did with one product and saved me the cost of the license. So okay, same for SAP. There are instances that run with SAP and SAP, I think is the correct way to pronounce it. So it's interesting to try and to save money. But always, if you have a startup or want to do something, always check the billing page, because they change frequently. Normally they go down, 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 because they are in competition with the other cloud service providers, and that's good for us. Okay, not yet. So now, hopefully the load balancer is working now. Okay, so that's the public IP address of the new load balancer we have created. Hopefully it had enough time to deploy. No, that's the, okay. So I will use the previous one that I created to save some time. I will use this one. Okay. Okay, and now let's zoom it. That's the IP 018 when we reload. Okay, the 018. Thanks Google for throwing 16, 18, 16. Okay, something 18, 16. Okay. Sorry. And now, yes, that's it. Thanks for attending. And if you want to check the presentation, I have uploaded to my blog. The source code that used in this demo is also on Git as public. You can download it, and that's the original article from my evaluation of Google. It's pretty old now, but if you want to compare now before, that's it. Thanks.
Thank you. You guys want to take a 5-minute break?